Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship
NPOD.
Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization,
To not die, for one.
to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hi everyone, and welcome to FTL, also known as Faster Than Light. It's a top-down roguelike spaceship simulator game. Quite an old one now. It was originally released in September 2012, so long time ago. But it's quite a fun game, so I thought as a new year, I thought I'd try something new to sort of show it off a little bit, and maybe you can pick it up yourselves and give it a go. So I played a few games of Faster Than Light before, and you can unlock like extra ships and stuff so you can use. So I've unlocked the Nesario, Kestrel, Taurus, but for this run we'll just use the Kestrel as just a show off the game. So you can see on the ship you've got all sorts of different little areas. Like this is a shield area, you've got the cameras, doors, health, and you've basically got to manage all of these sort of areas while flying away from this big massive fleet of other ships trying to chase after you. The aim of the game is to get to the end and help out the rebel guys who are defending against this big massive army. And if you get there, and you can power up your ship as you go through, there's different like episodes and things to do. But I think I'll show you as we go along. But what I'm going to do first is customize the crew, because we can rename everyone in this actual crew here. So we're going to call Roper will be Gorny. I'm sure it's a girl, but who cares? So that's me, all good, except 7789 is her name. I don't know. Anyway, we got a Rebecca and we got a Matt. I think we'll change Matt to our good friend Mr. Gibbo. Ace Gibbo will be on there. And, well, if there's a team of 3 and it's like the podcast, we can't not have Sam, can we? So, Sam Spade, all on there. Spade 7789 and Gibbo. I think I might just change mine just to Gorny, just so it comes up as Gorny. There you go, cool. So we got two rocket missile weapons. We've got a burst laser Mark II here, which is actually a laser, not a rocket, so I don't know why I said it was a rocket. And an Artemis missile, which just fires missiles. But you've got to collect missiles as you go along, and you only have like a certain number at the start, and you've got to upgrade to hold on to more weapons and things. So you can see that, as you can see, the engines and shield on 2, missiles are on 3, and everything else is on level 1 at the moment. You can upgrade that at any time, so we'll keep an eye out on that, and I'll show you how we go through. I've got Advanced Edition enabled, which is just like one of the DLC packs, so that's pretty cool. We have that on there. I'll start on easy just so to show it off, and maybe we'll try the harder mode later on. I've already got one of the achievements for these, completing the layouts, so we'll try and get one of the other 2s. Maybe. United Federation has 6 unique aliens on the Kestrel cruiser simultaneously, so basically you can collect more staff or aliens as you go through, and if you basically got to have a full ship working with aliens and stuff, so hopefully we can do that. Let's give it a go. Right, so here's the story then. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Okay, so it gives you a little tip here. Oxygen. If the ship's colour changes from tan to red, it means you're losing oxygen. Crew will be damaged and fires will burn out in rooms with red hazard strips. So oxygen is actually quite a key point to this game. If I just quickly show, we're now on the ship in space, which is cool. So you can actually open like individual doors here like this. But doors here on the outside, if you open these, you're actually letting oxygen out. So these will start turning red when I've got spacebar resumed. So you can see it's just sort of turning red to say, oh look, warning, we're losing a lot of health here. We're losing things. So what we want to do, if a fire breaks out in one of these rooms, we can open the doors to let the air through. And you'll see it starts turning red, so all these rooms are now toxic. So if you start going in there, you'll start losing health. But we can close them again to save things. So you can't, if your doors room gets damaged, you can't open doors, which is quite a serious thing. If your oxygen levels room disappears, the whole thing starts going red and you start losing oxygen. So this is a very key room to keep hold of. Engine room. So make sure you can do your jumps and things. If you have no engines, you can't move, so you can't escape from like space flights and things like that. Weapons does what it says on the tin, but you can only have so many weapons on at once, depending on how much power you've got. So these take 3 power, and I've got 3 power to use, which is good, which is fine. But we'll see, ready to fire the ship, but we'll take them off for a minute just to sort of show it off. So you have this power bar here. So usable reactor energy available to power your systems. You can see I can power up extra things here, like the shield. I can go up engine, shield, and weapons. But you can only use so many at a time. So if I've only got 2 left, I can only power one of these weapons basically. So what I normally do is you can take the med bay off and then power up that with the, so you got a full arsenal of things. You only really need the med bay if you've got someone in there being healed. So, cool. Gorney is piloting the ship. Gibbo is in charge of the weapons. And, of course, Sam Spade is in charge of engines at the moment. So, shall we fly off somewhere and see what happens? Oh yeah, and shields this room and camera navigation. Basically, if that goes, you can't see inside the ship. So, you basically can only see where your guys are. Let's make one jump and see where we end up. So this is the map. You've basically got to choose which area you want to go to. There's a couple of unvisited locations. It's totally up to you which direction you go. But you've only got so many jumps, which is this bit here, 16 jumps. You've got to collect more of those as you go along to be able to jump to the next ship. So you can take the long route and possibly find lots of other hidden things, or you could take the shorter route and get there quicker. So it's perfectly normally up to you. And normally at the start of the game, I like to take the longer route just to see if there's anything extra to find. Okay, the first jump. Ooh, we found a mercenary. Greetings, friend. We've heard tell of your quest and are here to offer our valuable services. Okay. We can hire the mercenary to delay the rebels which are attacking us. We can hire the mercenary to scout the sector, so to see if there's anything else around the area. We can fight the ship, or we can just leave him alone. This guy seems pretty friendly, but he's asking a lot for quite early on in the game. There's quite a lot of money to delay the rebels or scout the sector, but that would be useful. I think I'm going to scout the sector to sort of see what happens in the map. So if we do the jump now, we can see, right, so we've got where the issues are, where there's distress is, where there's a store. So good we missed the first section there, because there's a pulsar flooding in that area, which is dangerous electromagnetic forces, and that does damage to your ship. So we want to avoid that in the best case. I think we can see the route now. We can sort of go around and hit most of these distresses and see what they are. They might be traps, so we've got to be careful. And the second jump. There's only one other ship at this beacon, and it's showing heavy damage. You received a message on your console. Greetings, traveller. We were crippled by a band of pirates and now forced to sell our remaining valuable equipment to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. So they're just basically a little ship there we can buy and sell different things. So you got the fuel, which I just mentioned a second ago. We've got missiles. We've got 8 at the moment, which is more than enough. And drone parts, we don't actually have any drones. It's one of these things you can get as an augmented, drone control system. So you can get, you buy this and you get drones that help protect your ship, or heal. You get one free with it up here, which says, oops, sorry, can't see it. Purchase comes with free system repair drone. So he repairs systems around when you start getting attacked. But that's too much at the moment, 75. We can't afford anything here other than maybe some fuel. We are plenty full at the moment, but it does run out pretty quickly. I think I'm going to buy 1 fuel just to sort of keep it up there. We can sell things, so if we find something extra in one of the worlds and we don't want it, we can sell it back to these sort of places and get extra money for it to spend on, hopefully, on some of these. I normally like the long range scanner because it reveals the map completely whenever you go into a new sector, so that can be useful when you don't have to pay pirates and things to see where to go. Battery basically gives you a backup power charge that you can use at any time. And emergency respirators. Crew takes half damage from low oxygen, which is good, but preferably you don't want to be in that sort of situation. So, but you might last a bit longer in battles if you're literally right near the end. But there's other systems you can buy as well, which I believe they replace some of the areas in your ship. I think they replace the med bay. Cloaks the ship, adding 60 to your evasion and preventing the enemy ship from locking on with their weapons. Basically, it's like a disguising, makes the ship look like it's invisible kind of thing. But it only works for so long. But I just accidentally pressed it and got no money, so there you go. And hacking, you can hack into drone parts to just get destroyed and things, and lock doors in certain areas of the opposing ships, and temporary disable parts like the engines and stuff like that, so they can't get away. It's quite a useful tool, but I think we're going to leave that there for now. But at least you can see what you can do there, and you can also look at your ship. We've only got 10 again, so we can't actually upgrade anything at the moment. But you can upgrade as you go, add extra power bars and things like that. But it's kind of fun. So we'll see how we go. Okay. I'm going to make a jump. Let's go to this distress signal and see what's coming. And you see around the red bar, this is where they are. The people are coming against us, kind of thing. They're after us, so we want to try and avoid that of all possible cases. Right, distress signals coming from a small space station or orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crews cannot approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Yeah, we can help. Consider your options. Simply fire on the defense system from a distance. We'll see what happens. Oh. So you fire a few volleys but aren't able to penetrate the defense system shields. Its weapons have no trouble piercing yours though, and you take minor damage before escaping. The station will need to get help elsewhere. So we took 5 damage there. Not good. We'll have to find out somewhere to repair that area. We've also got damage inside here. We'll have to send Mr. Gibbo out to go and do some repairs, see if he's any good at it. It sounds like we've got some damage to the actual hull as well. There might be a hole somewhere, but I won't be able to see until we repair this sort of area here. When your crew start doing parts of the ship, so like if they're manning, there, so you've got a hole in the back here. So we'll have to get 2 people possibly. We'll get both Sam and Matt here to go and find out how to repair this. Hopefully they can do it before they die. Let's have a look, see what happens. Oh, he's taking health pretty quickly, so hopefully we can repair this. And then we'll escape to the health bay as soon as we can. Right, go. Sweet. I'll have to add a health bay thing, and now they're starting to heal. So this is what we've got to do. We've got to sort of control parts of the ship and make sure we don't get holes everywhere, repair it when we can. It's okay when it's like this. I'll put Sam back onto engineering, and I'll put Mr. Gibbo back onto weapons. It's okay when it's like this because you're like paused in the atmosphere and you can't really do anything. You can pause at any time pressing spacebar. For some reason makes the sun disappear. And then so I think Mr. Gibbo's still, no, they're both fully healed. So yeah, it's fun when it's like this, but when you get like people attacking you and you get multiple holes in the ship, you got control where your guys are and stuff, it gets kind of difficult to control. But let's go to the next area. This one seems quite free. We could try one of these ones, possible ships detected, but we want to try and avoid any if we can at the moment. It's too early on to be attacking things, I think. Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. We can send an away party to investigate, or it could be a trap and let's move on. I think because we've only got 3 members of the team, I think I'm going to say it could be a trap, let's move on for now. Because occasionally we can send people down to the planet or whatever, and they could bring new people back in, possible new crew members, or extra like gold or things, scrap metal, whatever you call it. And you know, they've also got the problem that one of these could be lost though, and we can't really afford to lose any of these guys at the moment. So let's jump to the next area. There's a distress call. Let's go sort this distress call out. Okay. It appears that the stress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Your sensors are picking up a single life form. If there's only a single life form, maybe it should be okay. Let's go have a look. You find a man living alone in a cave. From the appearance of his wrecked ship, it seems he's been here for many years. He looks healthy, but his mental state is questionable. We can't leave him there though, surely. Bring him back to your ship and hope to find him help for him. Hello, we got Charlie. Hello, Charlie. It seems to improve immensely upon getting back to the ship. It might take a bit of while for him to truly be well again, but until then, he seems happy to serve as a member of your crew. Cool. Charlie is not a human. He is a rockman, I believe it's called. Let me just have double check this. Crew. Yes, rockman. The rockmen of Vrakos 4 are rarely seen and known for their fortitude. So basically they're immune to fire, but their movement speed around the ship is very slow. They also have extra health. The thing with these guys though, they're quite good to doing repairs with, because they can go into these areas where there's fire and they can like get rid of the fire without even taking any damage, which is probably the best part of the rockmen. They're also very strong in actual battles between crew, so like actual fisticuffs battles, you know. Like that. So let's see how he does, and we'll put him onto shields for now, just so we got a bit of thing. So he does move very slowly compared to the humans. If I just move corny, he's a lot quicker. So, but yeah, still part in the ship, and we can call Charlie a different name. And I'm trying to think of someone I can rename Charlie to. Save current crew, positions, return crew. So you can do different things here. Can I do it in this screen? Yes, we can change it. Here we go. Who should we call him? I'm going to call him Dan Smithy Smith. There we go. Dan Smith. Let's just call him Smithy. It'd be easier, wouldn't it? So there's my good friend Smithy. Dan Smithy Smith. Go and check his channel out. I'll leave a little eye in the corner and description. Blah, 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 you know all that jazz. But Smithy likes a lot of Rocket League and stuff like that. So if you're into Rocket League, go check his channel out. That's cool. Cool. Right. So we've got the NPOD crew and we've got Smithy. We're going to be going to the next place and see how we do. Let's check it out. That's from the ship.